I was born in the U.S.
Jason, dude, we got a package from Reverb.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's cool because guess what? They're today's sponsor.
No way.
Yeah.
Do you want to open it up?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's unbox it.
Woo!
Lovely. All right. Charlie Barker. For real this time.
Welcome to Working Class Music, everybody. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Xander. And Jason, what do you know about this amp that we just got here?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Well, Jason, this is the new Charlie Barker model from our friends over at Marla Amps. This model offers fat, rounded cleans with the most headroom in their S family of amps. Super bass size coupling caps. Now, that means it's heavy duty. The super bass is a crazy amp. It's like a 200 watt Marshall. It's got two channels. Channel 1 has the bright cap switch and the high and low inputs. Channel 2 has a dedicated tone knob and also has high and low inputs. You have boost options on both channels to push the mids and top end and give you a little bit more crunch. From twin light cleans to modern overdrive, the Charlie Barker delivers for Strat players, Les Paul lovers, Stompbox enthusiasts, vintage tone chasers, and even amp modeler converts.
Hey, I'm two of those things.
A couple of those things. It's got two 12LX7s in the preamp, it's got two 6L6s just like a Bassman. GZ34 tube rectifier. That's for that vintage sag. That's killer. A lot of modern amps have a solid state rectifier. And they sent us a combo to test out, which has an Anthem 50 watt speaker in it. Sounds pretty good.
But you want to know something fun about it?
Oh, I thought you didn't know anything about this thing.
Well,
I lied.
how it got its name is Anthony, the founder of Marla Amps, requested that everybody tell him their story about their pets because the amps are named after, pet dogs.
Right, Marla's named after it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And one of the Reverb employees, one of their dogs was named Charlie Barker.
That's so cool.
So it was a neighborhood dog of sorts, He was everybody's dog.
Love that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my fun fact. So maybe that's why it's exclusively available on reverb.com.
Oh.
Which, if you didn't catch it in the intro, is sponsoring this video.
Well, cool. So yeah, shout out to our friends at Reverb. Shout out to Anthony at Marla for making this all happen. And why don't we show them how it sounds?
Now,
on to the sound.
Hello there. My name is Jason, and this is the part where I play a lot of super ambient effects. So I want to hear how well this amp handles my effects, because I like effects. And if you haven't caught the message yet, this is the effects portion of the video.
Say effects one more time.
Effects.
Nice. what is your take on this amp?
My take on this amp. Man, it's like I had a week to think about this and I didn't study. But my take on this amp is, if you are looking for an amp that competes with the bigger brands, like the more corporate brands, this is definitely the way to go at the price point. Like, it does the twin thing, but in a more compact, form-friendly package, if you will. Your back will thank you because, you know, have you ever tried lifting a twin? But overall, like, it does everything, and I enjoy it. Like, I think it took pedals rather well. In fact, I was surprised at how well it took it. Because normally, you know, I'm a pretty clean guy for the most part. So a lot of the heavy lifting is done by effects for me. So, you know, it handled it rather well. So yeah, my thoughts are pretty much that.
If you could name an amp after one of your pets, what would it be?
I have no pets,
Aw.
but I don't know if this is legally binding. I'll name it after my favorite pet, Gibson.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if that's legal.
He's like your common law pet.
Yeah. He's my boy.
This is the Charlie Barker by Marla Amps. I got this cool Starcaster. There's a lot of brown going on today. I like it. It's a very, very earth-toned video. So I'm in channel 2 on the low end, and this is what it sounds like. So, yeah. Alright, so the Charlie Barker was really interesting. I played through the low input on the second channel, and like the cleans on that thing were just like it had some good, like, I don't this might not make sense, but it had some good snap to it. You know, like it had like that nice crisp clean sound that you want from a clean tone, but like it had good snap. And then I also plugged it into the Brothers AM to give it a little bit of drive. There's something about just seeing what an amp does with drive that just hits me right here, you know, just treats my soul real well. And this thing really took that drive really well. And I mean, hearing what it did with effects, I think the comparison to a twin reverb is very appropriate. I like a twin reverb, but I think a twin reverb gets a little too tinny for me. That might just be a skill issue on my end. I don't know. Either way, I really like how this thing sounded. I really appreciate the folks from Marla and Reverb reaching out to us to let us try this. And you should get one. Yeah, it's a great amp.
It's rolling, right?
No.
No?
Yeah, you're right. it's the
All right. So I didn't want to blow up the speaker that they sent us to demo the amp, but I did want to crank everything up all the way and see how it sounds. So I plugged it into my Emperor 212 with the Eminent Swamp things in it. We're going to see what this thing does with all the knobs all the way up. Yeah, let's go.
Xander, what did you think of this amp?
Man, I'm a big fan of Charlie Barker. This thing is awesome. I've been using an old Bassman head since I was a kid, and this has similarities to that circuit and that sound, and cranked up and you know, blasting through a cabinet that I'm familiar with, it felt like playing my vintage Bassman, and it's a brand new production amp that you can get for pretty cheap these days. Yeah, it looks great. It sounds really cool. It's useful and it's flexible without having a ton of bells and whistles. If you know how to play guitar and you know how a tube amp reacts, you'll feel right at home with this thing, and it'll be dependable. Just shout out to Marla in general. I like the goal of not making the best boutique amp, but making the best one for the money to compete with the big brands. So like you can get one of these for less than a huge name brand amp at you know, big chain music store. And yeah, it's just a really cool mission, really cool folks working over there, and a really great product. A custom version named after my cat Charlie. Maybe lose the Barker. I don't know what we'll do.
I was just gonna say, if you could name an amp one of your pets, what would you call it?
Well then, yeah, I mean, it'd be Charlie. And so yeah, I actually thought about this a little bit too in depth. It would basically want to be this amp named after my big fat cat Charlie.
Charlie Whiskers?
Call it the fat. Charlie Whiskers is good. I'm not mad at that. But I was thinking, call it the Fat Charlie, and maybe like combine the channel volumes into just one knob and then give me like a gain knob there or a master volume or something like that. I don't know. It's just, I'm shooting from the hip here. But yeah, if we can work on the Fat Charlie, Anthony, give me a call. But yeah, you should pick up the Charlie Barker. It's awesome. If you like a Bassman or a Plexi, you want a combo, you want a head, they're killer. I'm a big fan. So feedback is so nice.
We have returned, and that was a hoot, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really like this thing. I'm really happy about it. Thank you to Reverb and to Marla Amps for making this happen to us. Remember, you can only get it at Reverb, so that's where you got to shop for it. This is the coffee stain finish. It also has a polyurethane natural finish, which I guess is a little bit shinier. And you can get it as a head, you can get it as a combo, or you can get the head with the matching cabinet, which is pretty sweet. If you just want this kind of aesthetic, but you don't need a new tube amp, then go that way too.
And with that said, it's closing time around these parts, and you guys know the drill, but there's a little bit of tweaking to that drill, because drilling is cool. And if you're drilling for oil, or if you're drilling for content, I'm gonna run with this gag. But here's the thing. We do have Patreon, and there's a slight bit of change going on. That you do get content exclusively on there, early content exclusively.
I knew we were doing that. You can most of our videos go to Patreon before you see them on YouTube.
But
Oh,
here's the kicker.
oh, what's this?
Going forward, there are going to be no ads.
Oh,
So if you're a Patreon subscriber,
if you don't have the YouTube Premium, don't worry about it.
we got you.
We'll be your premium.
Yes.
Yeah, how about that?
And we're also still giving away a Hello Kitty guitar.
Yeah, get us to what, 20K and we're done.
Yeah.
We're
So
about 2K away.
2,000 more people need to sign up. So tell your friends, please.
Yes. Get them to like, subscribe, comment. You can do that too,
Yeah.
but get them to do it. And down below, let us know the name of your favorite pet. Or if Anthony was designing an amp exclusively for you, what would you call it?
Yeah, with that, we're Working Class Music. I've been Xander.
And Jason,
Peace. Love you guys.
laters.
Appreciate it.
Everybody supersonic racing, try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around. We're just supersonic racing, running to the point of no return. Everybody's supersonic racing.
It's pretty sweet. Crank this thing up. All right.